Hi guys, Tony here with a new lesson. How are you today? I hope you're doing very well. We have another fantastic blues lesson for you as part of the Acoustic Blues course for beginners. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. We've covered a lot. We've covered different 12 bar blues progressions, different chords, scales, theory, tons of stuff. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of that at all, then make sure you subscribe so you can catch up on those videos and see the two videos that I will be uploading every single week. I'm doing my best to cover everything that I know and put it out there on YouTube for you all. So if you could do me one little favour and make sure you like the video, that really helps me out and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. But anyways, let's get right to it. Now, the first lesson we looked at was a shuffle. Now, the benefit of doing the course step by step, it's meant to get you better, okay, and get the fundamentals under your fingers. And if you do that, then you'll be ready for the next step. Okay, of course, that's if you're a complete beginner to this stuff. So you don't get overwhelmed when we're adding more fingers and more technique, which is what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so the first shuffle we looked at sounded like this. All right, which is great. All right, but it was quite simple. So we're going to be adding more fingers. We're going to be looking at a muting technique that makes it sound really nice. And we'll be looking at a really lovely turnaround at the end, which is just the icing on the cake. So I think you're really going to enjoy that. So make sure you stick around and watch the whole progression because it's very different from the first one. So what we're doing, a bar will sound like this. One, a two, a three, a four, a Okay, so what we're doing here is I've got my first finger on the second fret on the A string, and then I'm going two, two, four, two, five, two. All right, two, two, four, two, five, two, and then three on the low E string, zero. All right. All right. So once you've got that under your fingers, we're going to then strum the two strings together, right? The low E and the A. So we've got this. And I appreciate that. For some people, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch getting this pinky over here. But just do your best. Keep on working at it. I really had trouble with my pinky when I was first starting out. But it's just a matter of practice. Trust me, you'll get there. So we do that 4 times, all right? So that's the 4 bars. One, a two, a three, a four, a one, a two, a three, a four, a one, a two, a three, a four, a one, a two, a three, a four. Now, the one thing that will make this sound a little bit cooler is using some muting technique. All right, so palm muting, which will make it sound like this. All right, very nice, right? So, what I'm doing to get that sound, I've got my palm over here on this string. Now, you just need to kind of experiment and feel with this, all right? So, you basically keep your palm down on the string. So, if I had my palm completely down, all right, press right down, I don't hear anything at all right? You want to just release the pressure so you get a duller sound coming through. And just play around with that until you get the right amount of pressure and the right sound that sounds good to you. Alright, I'm actually getting a little bit of fret buzz here on my low E string. I need to get this properly set up. So I like to use a bit of palm muting to stop that ringing out. So if you're getting that kind of problem, palm muting can be your friend. Alright, so one, a two, right, then we're going to bring it down a string, do the exact same thing, a string down for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then back up a string for 2 more bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's us get 8 bars in total. Alright, so all I want you to do is get your guitar up and let's have a little go at this together. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once you've got that done, we're then going to get into the last 4 bars, okay, which is a B7, an A7, and then a turnaround, and then we'll finish up in E7, or B7, sorry. So, getting into this final bar, right, so let's just go the last 2 bars we did, okay, the 7th and 8th bar, we'll be on E with this. Got to do this, okay? This little lick getting us into the B7. So that sounds, the way we do that is on the 8th bar. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Once we get to here, where pinky's on 5, we've got to do this, right? 0, 3. And again, this is us climbing up the blues scale that we've looked at, alright? 0, 3, 0, 1, 2. Alright, and again, if you use those fingers, alright, then our fingers are ready to get into the B7 shape. 2, 3, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then we've got to go 2, 1, 0 on the A string, back in A7. So 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm just going to do that from the 7th and 8th bar. Okay, so we'll get back up to the shuffle bit. 1. Now don't worry, I'm going to do a whole recap at the end and go through it all if you're getting a little bit lost. Just make sure you get each step. So after we've done that, we're going to get into our turnaround, which sounds like this. Okay, to finish it off. So what I'm doing here, alright, I'm taking my index finger and I'm sliding. You don't need to do the slide, okay, but I think it sounds a little bit nicer when you do it. I slide up to 4 on the G string. I got my middle finger on the high E string. And I get back to the G string again, right? So I go G, E, G, down a fret, G, E, G, down a fret, G, E, G, back to 1, G, E, G, sorry. G, E, G, G, E, G, G, E, G, G, E, G. Okay, and again I'm going down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, alright, which sounds, makes it a little bit smoother. Alright, so try and get that, and then, again the same like 0, 3, 0, 1, 2, B7, and then you can get right back into it again. So let's go right from the start. You ready? Get your guitars up. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. that's it. That's us done. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Again, it's if you find that a little bit difficult, maybe go back to the first lesson, work on that, and then work your way up. All right, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you soon with the next lesson.